Hey, welcome back. So today is the second part in my beginner's coffee guide series. And today we are going to talk about a very important aspect of coffee that is most of the time overlooked. And it's most of the time overlooked in just our everyday lives. We are going to talk about the first and the eighth element on the periodic table, hydrogen and oxygen. Combine those two and you got, bam, water. Now, here's something interesting to note. Even though these are both waters, they're not the same. This one comes from my faucet. This one is bottled water. What's the difference? Well, beyond just taste, something's happening on a chemical level, which I don't fully know what it is, but I haven't had my home water tested. But I do know this. My water from my faucet does not taste good, so I don't even drink it at home. We have these little filters by Mauve, I believe is the company. And they do a pretty good job at filtering our water, and we buy lots of bottled water, which is kind of sad. How does that relate to coffee? Well, coffee, I guess kind of my logic on it is if you're really serious about high quality coffee, you need to be serious about all aspects of the coffee. You obviously can't have coffee without water, and water plays a huge part in coffee. Not only in taste, but the quality of the coffee itself. As an example, you could make coffee, let's say you're doing a pour over. You have fresh beans, you freshly ground them, and you do the pour over and you do everything perfect. You had the immersion time right, you had the blooming time right, you pulled the filter off at the perfect moment, and something's just off. The grinds were right, everything was right, except something was just off. Well, it could, in all possibilities, be your water. A lot of times, people overlook this step. Even just your casual drinker, they don't realize that even if you're not buying high-quality beans, one thing that might really improve your coffee is just changing your water. So, if you're making good quality coffee, one of the things you want is consistency. So I always filter my water before I boil it and before I make any coffee. That's one for consistency. The second reason is I use a Bonavita kettle to boil the water. And initially, my wife and I, for our wedding, we asked for a Brita filter. And we got one, and we thought we were having great coffee, or not coffee, but great water, and great coffee, until I started catering, and I was boiling tons and tons of water, and just in a short amount of time, within a couple of hours of boiling that filtered water, I was getting calcium buildup. And that's a whole other topic, and I guess I'll show you real quick, just so you guys can see. I use a product called, and get the box closed, DesCal. This is a descaler, which gets rid of buildup, mineral deposits, and calcium buildup. But those are expensive. Those are like $6 for a package of 4. And after doing a few catering party events and boiling water, I was like, man, this is going to add up really quick and dig into my profits. So there's got to be a better way. Something's not right here. I thought I was filtering my water and it was coming out good. So I did a little research and I came across the Mauve filter. And it specifically said it filtered out and helped with hard water, calcium buildup, mineral deposits. And I tried it, and sure enough, it works. So even though the Brita is probably the most popular, I don't believe it filters the best. So that's just my opinion, but I kind of have proof to prove it, that I actually haven't cleaned, I haven't had to descale this in probably almost a year now. And I use this almost every day. So to me, that says a whole lot. So the other extreme when we're talking about water and coffee is you want good tasting water that's been filtered. You want consistency, and you want something that's not giving you a lot of buildup in your espresso machines or your kettles or your hot water warmers. But the other extreme is you don't want to filter your filtered water. What happens there is you've now taken all the minerals out and it's just pure water, and that will really damage your equipment. I don't know exactly what it does, but it just starts like eating away at the metal, at your, whatever, the rubber seals and gaskets and stuff. And so you don't want to over filter your water. You just want good quality filtered water for coffee. So if your tap water at home is awesome, go ahead and use it. Like New York City, for instance, is supposed to have one of the best filtered tap waters in the US. And if you live in New York, go ahead and use that water. Should be fine. If you live in a place like me that's over 70 years old and the pipes probably have never been updated and the water tastes nasty, then you might want to buy some gallons of water and filter it in some kind of filter system that makes sure that it gets the calcium buildup out. And that way you'll have always at least one thing out of the way that my water's good, coffee's not tasting right, so it's got to be the grinds, the thyme, the beans. So you kind of narrowed down the field of what could be the issue if your coffee's not coming out awesome. So just think about that next time you're making coffee. Think about the water and maybe is it good enough? And if not, make changes. So I hope this is helpful. If you guys have any questions, comment below. I'll try to respond as quickly as I can. I try to say what's up to everybody. And thanks for watching. I will, in the next beginner's coffee guide, I think in the last video I said I was going to talk about grinds, but I felt like let's just knock this one out of the way. So next video I'll definitely be talking about grinds, the importance of and the differences of grinding coffee. So anyway, hope you guys have a good one and enjoy. Make sure I'm grabbing the right glass, and cheers. That was the right glass. All right, talk to you later, guys. See ya.